Nocturnal, nightlife just got better. Forget about everything for a moment. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party. Yeah.
Knock knock. Knock knock. Knock knock.
Welcome guys, you are welcome to Nocturnal, the nighttime variety show that takes you back to the old school.
We are here to celebrate our old school days, the journey from the past to the current, and to reminisce in tempo.
Yes, so come with us as we take you on this journey to reminisce in tempo.
What do you remember from the past?
Well, I remember
Old school days, what do you remember?
I think I remember the Running Man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
remember having like a lot of braids then because it was the in thing. And I remember songs like Shabba, Mr. Loverman,
Shabba.
All right, guys, so now that you have an idea of what the show is all about, remember there's going to be inspirational talks with very, very important guests passing through the show.
We'd like to thank our venue sponsors, that is Champ Sports Bar, for giving us this place to use. We also want to thank your beautiful
my beautiful
outfits.
outfit by Nuna.
Who's it from?
Nuna Couture. You can check him out on Instagram.
Excellent.
Yes, and we also want to thank Decathlon.
Decathlon, yes.
Yeah.
For giving us the equipment to use
All
for
right.
the sports section.
Yes. All right, guys, so now it's time for us to take a quick break, and when we come back, there's going to be more interviews and more fun. Don't go nowhere.
Nocturnal, nightlife just got better. Forget about everything for a moment. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party.
Come on, Caribbean, 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 Caribbean,
If you're just joining us, this is Nocturnal, your nighttime variety TV show that takes you back to the old school, or let's say that brings the old school back to you. All right, so beside me is a beautiful lady, and her name is Joelle Eisen. Did I pronounce that well?
Yes, you did, yes.
So Joelle is actually an entrepreneur creating affordable eco housing solutions. Wow, that is huge.
Yeah.
Very, very huge, because mostly this is the field that I see a lot of men.
Yes.
But
yes.
why did you choose to enter like the construction field as a woman?
I mean, it's something that actually fell into. Like with me growing up, my aesthetic has always been to break the stereotype. Growing up, my dad was very entrepreneurial. He ran his own property management company. So from there, I learned about the anatomy of how to build a house. And then I was speaking to a colleague of mine in Ghana. He was talking about the construction industry in Ghana, using locally sourced materials and also the housing deficit. So I came to Ghana, did my own research, and then I thought that it would make a great partnership because he knows how to do the construction, I know how to manage the business. So from that, then our company was born.
Okay, so why Rammed Earth Construction? Rammed Earth Construction. It's not just any construction.
No,
but Rammed
it's not.
Earth.
Yes,
why?
Rammed Earth. So it's basically, we use locally sourced materials such as laterite, clay, and stone. We mix them into a damp mix, and then we put them into a formwork, and then we are basically creating a man-made stone. And rammed earth is actually perfect for this climate because there's so many benefits to it. It's thermally insulative, so it keeps the internal room temperature really cool. It's also really affordable because it's just the red sand that you see everywhere. It's soundproof, so you know here.
It's soundproof?
Yes, you know sometimes you can
Red
build
sand is soundproof?
Yeah, it's soundproof
Wow.
because our walls are about 15 inches thick.
Okay.
So you know here, you know you can build a house, and then a few months later there'll be a church set up. So it's good for that purpose. For sound insulation, it's fireproof, it's earthquake proof, it's got
Earthquake proof?
Earthquake proof, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
earthquake proof.
Yes. Yes.
Well, so many things come into my mind right now because some weeks ago we actually heard that in some places in Accra there was a tremor.
I heard, yes.
Yeah, so like
yeah.
when everybody was talking about it, I'm like, wow, I didn't
Yes.
feel it. So I think this would be very good
Yeah,
idea.
yes,
You
yes,
know?
yeah, exactly, yes, it would be,
Wow,
yes,
wow.
yes.
So talking about this rammed earth construction, how many houses have you built so far?
So we're working at the moment on our second residential project, which is a 5-bedroom house.
Wow.
It's got a 2-bedroom outhouse, cinema room, swimming pool.
Cinema room?
Yes, yes. But we've done a lot of commercial things. So we've built schools, we've built libraries, we've built family centres. So yeah, we've done quite a few projects. In total, we've done about 10 projects.
All right, so,
yes.
so the company's name is Hive Earth.
Hive Earth, yes.
Why Hive Earth?
Okay, so Hive basically came from the concept of the beehive.
beehives.
Yes. So it's busy bees working in a hive. Our construction method is all manual. So all of our homes, all of our buildings are handmade. We don't use machines or anything like that. It's all just handmade. It's like pounding fufu. That's how the construction process is. So it's just busy bees in a hive, and then the earth. Hive Earth.
Okay,
Yes.
so are there some challenges that you face, especially coming back to Ghana to, focus on this project as a woman? Like women, we face a lot of,
Yes.
and you're now in a man's,
Yes, in the man's
world,
industry, yes,
yeah.
yes. I mean, at first, I did face some challenges because, people wouldn't expect, me to be in a construction industry. But after some time, when they see our portfolio, they see how I work, they see how knowledgeable I am of my field, we get people, warming up to the fact that I'm a woman in construction, so it's good.
So would you say it's your dad that actually inspired you to go into construction, or is there any other thing that inspired you to go into construction?
I think because I've grown up around, construction and property, I would say my dad is a big influence. And then also just to, also help the housing deficit. And then also me, I like entrepreneurship. I like, creating things. I think with rammed earth is very creative. You can get, layers, patterns, and all that stuff. So I think it's a combination of me just liking creativity, entrepreneurship, and then also the business side of it as well.
All right, so you told me that you've lived outside Ghana all your life.
Yes,
so
my
coming
whole
back
life.
to Ghana,
Yes.
how does that make you feel, especially as a Ghanaian?
Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
So I grew up, I was born and raised in the UK. I've done all
But a
my
Ghanaian.
schooling. Yes, I'm a Ghanaian, yes. I actually love it. I love it here. I mean, it's a completely new experience. I'm discovering things every day. Being here has, like growing up, like things like listening to the music and, the food, now, like, now that I'm here, I can have proper, like, local food.
Yeah.
So it's good.
So talking about food, what's your best food?
Oh, I love okra and banku,
Okay.
fufu, like the ones when you go into the village fufu.
The one that you pound, not
yes,
the-
no.
not
That's what I grew up on, and I thought, that's probably best, but no, the locally sourced fufu is my favorite.
All right, so let's talk about school.
Yes.
Like, let's go back to the old school. What kind of person were you in school?
I was actually a very shy person. No, seriously, I was a really, really shy person. I was, someone I was a bit of a floater. I didn't really have my own friendship group, but
Okay.
I was really shy.
Oh,
I
you're
was
very
really
shy.
yes. I
But
was
now
very
you turned
shy.
out to be great. You know that?
Yes, still a bit shy, but working on it.
All right, so
Yeah.
what kind of music were you listening to way back then? What was your best genre? Or can you even give us like a title of, something you really loved
I
back then?
Britpop.
Britpop.
Yeah, Britpop. That was like my favorite.
I know some
stuff.
Britpop though, but
Yeah.
that was a long time ago. Wicked.
Jungle in my city, yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah, Jungle in my city. Yeah, yes. Jungle music. Yes, that was really good. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. DJ. Can the DJ hear me? DJ, do you have some Britpop there? Like old school Britpop, like Jungle is Massive, like, you know, way back then. And you're gonna do some moves for me, you know that, right?
Oh gosh. We'll see.
Okay, so you attended a lot of parties in school, right?
Yeah. We had a lot of discos, like end of year
Obviously.
discos, and you know, proms. We had proms as well, and just things like that.
But any
Yeah.
Ghanaian song in particular that you remember way back then? Because for me, I loved Kojuentry, like everything Kojuentry.
Yeah. Used to listen to Batman, Miss Bell, Daddy Lumba. We used to have, when I was growing up, we used to have a lot of hall parties, so that's how I got acquainted with the Ghanaian music. So, yeah.
Okay, so before I let you go, is there if you had to give an advice to a young lady who is interested in, you know, being in the mill field industry, especially working in the mill field industry, what would you tell her? Especially with all the things that are going on around.
Don't let the fact that you're a woman stop you from what you want to do. Always think to break the stereotype, go above and beyond what is expected of you as a woman.
Okay,
So,
so ladies, you heard it. Don't let anything stop you from, you know, being whatever you want to be. Even if it's a man, a male field industry, just go for it, and then you'll be definitely fine. She was shy, but see her today, and nothing stopped her. So don't let anything stop you. Thank you so much. It was nice talking to you,
for having
and
me.
we really had fun. And wait, but you know you have to dance, right? All right, but it's been great talking to you. We
And
loved it.
you.
And it's so inspirational, and I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. All right, guys, so that was Joel Eisen, an entrepreneur creating affordable eco-housing solutions, and it's been wonderful talking to her. And I heard the DJ has something for me right now. DJ!
Come down until we hit the ground.
Yeah, boss out. Yeah, I'm in charge now. I'm a star and I bought my cars down. I live a very wild lifestyle. Heidi and Audrina, eat your heart out. I used to listen to you, don't wanna bring arms out. I've got so many clothes, I keep some in my aunt's house. Disturbing London, baby, we about to branch out. 20 light bulbs around my table and my dresser. CLC compressor, just in case that don't impress her. Say hello to Dexter, say hello to Uncle Fester. Got him gazing at my necklace and my crazy sun protectors.
All right, guys, that was wonderful, and we want to say a very big thank you once more
Thank
again
you
for
for having
joining
me.
us. And
Thank
this is what
you.
happens here in Nocturnal. You're going to move your body
Yes.
and dance back to the old school song. Okay, guys, so don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after this break.
Nocturnal, nightlife just got better. Forget about everything for a moment. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party. Yeah.
Nocturnal, the show that reminisces in tempo. Today we have a very special guest on the show. She's a writer, she's a journalist, and she's written a book. But I'll leave the rest of the story to her when we interview Ms. Maria Kwame. Maria, welcome to the Nocturnal.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm well. It couldn't be better. This is amazing. Congratulations
Oh, thank
on
you.
your new show.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank
And
you.
I've been rooting for you for many months. And so it's good to see it
Amen.
got started
Amen.
finally.
Amen. So you were a journalist and a writer. And I think you've written a book called Secrets of the Bending Groove, a novel. By the way, what does the N stand for? I think your name is N. Maria Kwame. What does the N stand for?
Okay, so the N is my real name. You know, when you give birth to a baby in our culture, you give it a name, which
Okay.
is heavy and means something.
Okay.
And when people hear it, they move away.
Hey.
So the N is my given name
Okay.
in the Ewe language, and
Okay.
it's Numenau, which means the gift that I've given you.
Amen.
Yes. So I'm God's gift to you guys.
Thank you. And
It
we receive
appears.
it. So how do you find you're a journalist, how do you find the journalism practices today in Ghana? How can we improve on it? What are
Well,
some of the challenges?
yeah, well, honestly, I think that Ghana is way ahead of the curve
Okay.
compared to several parts of the world. I mean, if you hear what's going on around the world, you have to appreciate that you live in Ghana and get the chance to practice in Ghana. It's not perfect, but I think that the environment is encouraging
Okay.
of journalism in general, you know. However, the note of caution that I would sound is just for us to be aware of it and not get caught up in everything that's happening around us, because I think that there's a general tendency to mimic the US
Okay.
in particular, you know. And right now, as we can see, the environment in the US is not very friendly to journalism, to the practice of journalism in general, to the media in particular, and to a larger extent, even just democracy itself is under attack in the US right now. And unfortunately, the US happens to set the tone for a lot of what goes on in the rest of the world.
Okay.
And so I think that we're at a good place, but it can change overnight. And
Right,
so we
okay.
have to be conscious of that.
Okay, so how do you think we can improve on journalism in Ghana?
Honestly, the one outstanding thing, it's like the white elephant in the room. You know, we need the right to information bill
Yeah,
written, rewritten, edited already, and passed.
Passed, yes, okay.
You know, and so this is outstanding. It just leaves a sour taste in everybody's mouth. It's an obvious missing link, and I think that it will go a long way to improving the environment of journalism in this
Right,
country.
okay. Okay. And any other what's it called, ideas you can share with?
Well, I think that, you know, they are on the ground. I haven't practiced traditional journalism in a long time.
Right, okay.
For the past few years, my focus has been on development communication, or communication for development.
Development, right, okay.
And so, you know, the landscape there is a little bit different. It's more in-depth. You're actually focusing on the issues, digging into the stories behind the stories. So, you know, this has been my focus for the past several years.
Yeah, okay.
And so it is a more in-depth practice of journalism. It is, for the most part, not political, not as political as journalism happens to be in this part of the world, where it seems like the focus is on who's important, and so it's a little bit more in-depth than that.
Okay. So what encouraged you to write a book? Secrets of the Bending Groove. What are the secrets in the bending groove?
I can see that you haven't yet cracked open your copy. Have you?
I have.
Oh, and what did you see on the first page?
I saw several things in there. But since I have you I have you in camera, I think I'll allow you to do us the honors.
All right, so Secrets of the Bending Grove is basically, the long story short, is that it is about 3 friends who survive abuse and trauma at various points of their lives. You know, the 3 friends, they met in college and they became fast friends. Unbeknownst to each of them, they all had these secrets from their past. You know, one when she was very young, one when she was a teenager, and the other one at a different point in her life. And so, over the unfolding of the novel, these issues and the problems that they cause in their life and the way they try to solve these issues bring them together, and it firms their bond. And so this is what the story is about in a nutshell.
Secret of the Bending Grove. If you all try and get a copy. So, what school did you go to?
What school did I go
Primary
to?
school did you go to?
You want from day nursery
From
all the
day
way up?
nursery, yes, from day
Should I
nursery.
start from the top and come
I
down?
think let's start from the bottom.
Well, I think I'll skip the day nursery part.
Okay.
Because it probably doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
Actually, I think it does. Merton Nursery.
Merton, I think Merton
doesn't
still exists,
exist.
doesn't it?
I don't see.
Any Mertons around? Any Mertons around? Excellent.
Wow,
Yay.
look at
We have the
them.
Mertons around. Okay.
Centuries after I attended, I'm sure. But anyway, so I attended Merton Nursery, and then I didn't do the usual, which was to go on and go to Richchurch. No, my parents had a more fantastic idea of whizzing me all the way across town to St. Teresa's.
St. Teresa's,
And
okay.
so,
Hey.
yay! St. Teresa's in the
More St.
house.
Teresa's in the house.
And so I went there, a Catholic school.
Okay.
Nobody in my family is Catholic. I come from a long line of Presbyterian missionaries, so I'm not sure what happened, how I ended up in the Catholic school. But I attended Catholic primary school, said mass and everything religiously, interacted with the sisters. You know, it was interesting, but it didn't really stick because it wasn't really my upbringing. And so then for secondary school, I went to Achimota School from 1 to 5. Any Motowners in the house?
By the way, what does
Goodness.
Motown mean? I keep hearing the word Motown. The Motown that I know is in somewhere in America,
Right.
in a recording studio.
Right. I think that it's just a pun on the sound of the word, Achimotown.
Oh, okay,
Achimotown, you know,
Motown.
because when you go there, then you're an Achimotan. So
Motown,
what do you
okay.
call Motown? Rather than
Okay,
saying the
okay.
Achimota and trying to pronounce it correct, Achimota, Achimota, Achimota.
Okay.
So I think that the Motown just solves that problem,
Right,
and then
okay.
you just know what you're talking about when you say Motown. And then so I did that up to O level. Do they still do O level in Ghana? Anybody? Oh, oops. Okay, let's not mention those catchphrases that would reveal my age.
So what were some of your favorite songs at that time?
But I also have to mention that I did my A level
Okay.
in Maoli School.
Hey!
Yes.
Audience in the house! Any audience in the house? And your favorite songs those days?
In those back
Back days, yes. Or you are not a new generation?
I'm a new generation kid.
Okay.
I don't dwell in the past.
Okay.
I move with the flow.
Okay, right.
Yes.
So DK, do you have any song through the flow? This is Old Town though.
gonna do?
This one is Old Town though.
Do you wanna get out?
This one is Old Town though.
What you gonna do? You wanna get out? What you gonna do? You wanna get out? Tell me. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't want standing on the wall.
Excellent. I think we must thank you for taking time of your busy schedule of writing books, being a journalist, being a development communicator,
Right.
to join us on Nocturnal.
Right.
And we thank you for your time. Thank you, guys, for coming on to Nocturnal, and we thank you for your time. Thank you.
Nocturnal, nightlife just got better. Forget about everything for a moment. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
So it's been a wonderful time, and I really enjoyed all the inspiring interviews that we had.
Yes.
It was so inspiring. I'm sure everybody learned something from it, right?
Yes.
Did we have fun? Yes. All right, and I want to say a very, very big thank you to you guys. You guys have been so amazing. The studio guests so energetic and and so fun. And obviously to the viewers at home, thank you for tuning in and thank you for staying with us as we have this program.
Yes, I think to thank our venue sponsors, that is Champ Sports Bar, for giving us this beautiful place to use. Your beautiful outfit.
By Nuno Couture. You can check him out on Instagram.
Yeah. And Decathlon. Decathlon is a sports shop that gave us the archery set.
Yes.
You were able now to see us on Metro TV on Sundays at 9 p.m. Catch us, Metro TV. That's where Nocturnal will be.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for staying tuned. You have been wonderful, and it's been great. See you next week, same time. Bye.
And
Knock, knock, nocturnal.